Welcome back to SNS Grills. I'm Russ Jones with the YouTube channel Smoky Ribs BBQ. It's that time of the year again. I'm talking about turkey season. I'm doing a whole turkey breast bone in. Going to be doing this on the Slow N Sear Kettle. We're going to get started right after this. I've got a 7-pound turkey breast bone in, as you can see right here, bone in. And what I'd done last night was, this thing still had a part of the backbone attached right in here, and I took and removed that little bit of backbone, and then I was able to actually take and press this down and flatten it out. Otherwise it would have been sitting up like this right here. Could have been a little loose, so I wanted it to lay flat, similar to a spatchcock turkey, to where it would cook evenly and be a little bit lower profile here. So it's still nice and ice cold. What I want to do is take some butter and put into my injector here while it's good and cold. This butter just melted. It's not really hot, it is a little lukewarm, and we're just going to go down through here, injecting all through here about an inch apart. Just going to do this various spots on both sides, both breasts here. So I'm just taking the butter that is on the outside of this from injecting. I got it all injected, by the way, and just rub this on here as a binder. Now what I've got, let me remove my glove here, is I'm using not just for beef. This is an SNS rub. And the beauty of this is there's no salt in it. Let me tell you what I done last night. After doing this little spatchcock type maneuver on this, I also took and worked my hand up under this skin, and I was able to pull this skin all the way back, just like pulling a pair of socks off. And from there, I use a poultry seasoning that's fairly heavy in salt, but not over salty, but it's got all your poultry seasonings, including kind of heavy in black pepper. And I did the outside, then I turned it over and I did the inside, and I pulled and stretched this skin back over it, and that's where we're at now. I let it dry brine overnight in the refrigerator, just on a wire rack, uncovered. So I want to take this rub, and this is mainly just for color and a little bit more extra flavor. I'm just going to put a light coat right here on the top. Should blend perfectly with the dry brine seasoning that I used, just to get some on the inside. Touch it up just a little bit, add a little bit down here. That's looking good. All right, we're just going to let this hang out and come over here, and we're going to get the Slow N Sear Kettle fired up. I went ahead and stocked the biggest percentage of this Slow N Sear basket with charcoal briquettes. I've saved a little bit here in the corner without any, just so I could put 16 or so lit briquettes to get this started right here in the corner. And that worked out perfect. Now if you notice here, I'm using my expanded grate as well as the dripping griddle right up under that. And this dripping griddle is going to serve a couple purposes today. Not only is it going to catch a lot of the renderings from the turkey, but it's also going to be used later to add some vegetables. Now I've got 2 pieces of cherry wood, and I just want to put them in that order there. The biggest one up front, that one here. Most any meat will get the majority of it smoked right from the get-go. So we're just going to lay that in there like that. We're going to go ahead and put the lid on, and we're going to let this come up to heat. I want to go ahead and open this top all the way up. I want to go here to my bottom vent, and it's already all the way open. And once I see that this pit is within 25 degrees of my target, which is 275 degrees, then I'll start cutting down the top vent, the upper vent, as well as the lower vent to achieve that temperature that I'm shooting for. And let me tell you, this SNS kettle can dial in temps like no other kettle I've ever seen. All right now I'm just a little bit above 225. I want to show you where I got my vents adjusted. Top vent is probably about 1/4 of the way open. Bottom vent is about halfway open. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and put this turkey on, because when you take the lid off, it's gonna spike in temperature a little bit, so we should be okay. Once I get the turkey on, I'm gonna sit here and adjust until I get this at 275. So let's remove our lid. And I'm going on just like this. We have been going around 35, closer to 40 minutes since you seen me last. And just a few minutes ago, I went ahead and inserted a probe right here into this deepest part of the breast. And I'm using the SNS 500 thermometer. Our internal temperature is 75 degrees. When I hit 9 degrees, we're gonna add some vegetables to this and go ahead and get them cooking as well. We got a nice, good, clean smoke running at 275 degrees. I'm going to remove this turkey just long enough to lay these vegetables on there. On with the vegetables. Put our turkey back in place. And we are looking good. Let's put our thermometer back in. Put our lid on. That fire should go out here momentarily. We have a full kettle here, whole bone-in turkey breast, got all the vegetables underneath it, and the game plan here is for the turkey breast to finish cooking before the vegetables. And I'm doing that for two reasons, because the turkey breast I'm going to wrap in foil, and we can hold that and keep it warm while the vegetables finish cooking. And what that's going to do is any turkey juice that happens to drip onto the vegetables, not only is that turkey juice going to help season and flavor those vegetables, it's also going to be fully cooked with absolutely no danger whatsoever. So once I hit 160, we'll come back, we'll pull this turkey off of here, this turkey breast, and get her wrapped up. All right, we're at 147 internal on this turkey. I just want to look at the color. Yeah, it's looking good. I don't really want to go no darker than that, so a nice trick is to take you some foil and just cover it. That'll stop it from browning any further and protect that color. Back on with the lid. There we go. We're at 160 on the dot on the SNS 500 thermometer. Let's take the SNS 100 instant read and compare notes here. 159, 156, that's close enough. Look at the juice coming out of there. What we got there, about the same. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave it uncovered just for a minute, and then we're gonna pull this off. And what I wanna do at that point is just wrap it up in foil and let it rest. I just want that skin to dry out just for a minute. Minute or two. The carryover heat from this, once it's fully wrapped, will bring this up to around 165, safe level. All right, we have let this thing rest for around 20 minutes. So what I want to do is cut right down beside this kill bone. And just remove one of these turkey breasts here. Oh, it's nice and juicy. All right, so once we get it like this, we'll be cutting against the grain. Cut it in pretty good little chunks here. All right, I'm gonna do the exact same thing with this other half here. And there's still some good meat on this as well, on the rest of the carcass, but we're after mainly the breast here. And there's that breast. As you can see, still a lot of good meat on here. All right, so let's just take a piece of this. Super moist. All right, we finally are gonna eat. And I'm gonna start with the turkey, because that's what this video is really all about. Nice and juicy. Here we go. Fantastic flavor on this turkey breast. Very happy the way it turned out. It's juicy. It's got a nice bite through on the skin. It's not rubbery whatsoever, and the smoke is just right on it. It's just perfect. That cherry wood gave it a nice color. Even with it being in the top of the dome here, I was still able to get a really nice color on this. Let's try some of these carrots. Oh yeah. If you like candy yams, you'll love these. The smoky mashed potatoes with a turkey gravy. Oh, that's so good. And the green beans. Nice, tender, excellent. I'm very happy with the results of this cook. Fantastic turkey breast. I hope this inspires you for your own cook. If there's only a few people you're cooking for, good size, and of course you can put your own spin to it. Use whatever. Instead of green beans, you could use asparagus. If you like Brussels sprouts, go with Brussels sprouts. You could leave the potatoes whole and just slice them up with like a gravy over that. A lot of different options there. This is just an idea. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. I'm Russ Jones with SNS Grills, and remember, 2 zones are better than 1.